Greetings everyone. Before I begin the channeling that I have received from the Hathors, I would like to add a personal note. I have discussed this in my previous message to you, that we are currently going through a safety corridor and are nearly out of it. And so I have begun to receive many messages again from the etheric. This message comes from the Hathors, and it is incredibly important as it gives us even more insight into what is really happening behind the scenes. This message also tells us what to do in order to balance out our energies. Before I received this message, in the last few days, I was drawn to keep placing a citrine gemstone into my belly button. I didn't understand quite the reason, but I found myself wanting to protect this energy gateway at all times. Now I understand why. We all have various points in our body that have receptors of energy and information. Our abdomen is actually one of the gateways through which energy and information flows. That is why when we are out of balance, we begin having issues with our digestion. We feel as if our stomach is extended or tightens up. All of these are indicators that various energies are entering into our aura, which are affecting us. And one of the ways to stabilize this, as I have recently discovered, would be placing a gemstone of your choice or any of the metaphysical tools that you have that work for you onto your abdomen or anywhere in your body where you feel the imbalance occur. Once again, for me, it was the belly button, and after I started holding a citrine there, things have restored. I also place my goddess vortex there for the night for extra security, balancing, and cleansing effect. After this channeling, I will talk in depth about the properties of each of the substances mentioned in the channeling. I would also like to remind you that on my blog, sacredascensionmerkaba.com, you can find various clearing and protection techniques that I talk about all the time. And for those of you who have Natalia Ang's tools, please use the Goddess Vortex or the Sephirah Seraphim disc or the Archangel Michael disc at this time, as I feel these are the most active right now. The rest of the tools were great too, but I feel drawn to these particular ones lately, hence I'm mentioning them to you. Once again, citrine is highly important right now, so if you have it, take it with you wherever you go, tape it to your body, use it in your bath to add to clearing frequency of the water, have it next to you when you work on a computer, or use any of the stones mentioned in the channeling by the Hathors. Now, having said this, here is the channeling that I have received from the Hathors. Dearly beloved children of light, the purification of cosmic Atlantean energies have begun their final descent onto the planet. The purification of cosmic Atlantean energies are underway, which is resulting in the disruption of various daily activities. The connectedness to the Hathors and the connectedness to the time continuum. For the molecular structure of your earthly reality and your planet and all living beings presently residing on your planet are undergoing a complete restructuring on the molecular level in order to anchor in the new energies coming forth from the benevolent star alliances as has been predisposed and predetermined eons past. For the stars of yesteryear are aligning into position in order to shower your planet with ethereal energies yet again, whereby the old energies are presently lifting off Gaia and are being transported into the Hathors for healing and transmutation. The clashing of said energies is producing a time ripple effect, which is sending waves of varying degrees, affecting all who dwell on all timelines of your creation. And hence the stabilization of said energies is underway via the etheric cleansing techniques introduced into your Hathors eons past. The cleansing techniques involving various gemstones such as Citrine, Malachite, Meteorite, black cohosh, Shungite, and emerald. These are the stones and essences for the coming of times. These are the stones that are to be utilized by many of you in order to restore your balance in the weeks to come. Place them upon your body wherever you feel a tingling sensation, wherever you feel misbalance occur. These are the stones that shall prevent the ripple and waves of terror that may besiege you throughout the cleansing and purification phase that is underway. So as promised, I would like to talk about what each of the substances and gems that were mentioned in the channeling do. I will discuss both the use of these stones as they are, as well as the elixirs that are made from them, which you can purchase at pegasusproductshop.com or anywhere else that these types of elixirs are sold, providing that you feel the need to do so. So to start with is black cohosh, vibrational essence, and according to fastflowers.com, the potential of black cohosh for soul healing was first brought to our attention by Matthew Wood in his book 7 Herbs, Plants as Teachers. He indicated it for the magnetic personality who often attracted relationships of abuse and domination, leading to a protective holding back of fluids in the body, causing congestion and tension. Our experience of other flowers in the buttercup family has shown them to be associated with the way our soul handles psychic force. In the black cohosh, we are dealing with a remarkable polarity between what is hidden under the earth and what is offered up to the light above. The congested, gnarled, and dark root relates to the emotional and psychic congestion resulting from unconscious psychic power. The flower, by contrast, is bursting with pure white, climbing on a vertical step, aligns what is below with what is above. It is the same power we experience in our eye, standing tall and erect between heaven and earth. Through the power of black cohosh flower essence, our spiritual individuality can take hold of our emotional shadow and the dark energy it has attracted, confront and transform it into a positive creative force. Next up is Malachite. This information is from the book Individual Gem Elixirs by Garudas. Garudas writes, diseases such as autism, dyslexia, epilepsy, neurological discharge problems, physical coordination disorders, and visual problems are treatable because of the impact Malachite has on the right-left brain imbalances. It can be used to treat mental illness, radiation-induced illness, and over-intoxication of the system. Malachite expels plutonium, which often lodges in the throat region from the body. People living near nuclear power plants or nuclear storage facilities, or who are constantly exposed to radiation from other causes, should usually wear this stone, keep pieces in the house, and sometimes ingest this as a gem elixir for increased protection. On the cellular level, Malachite promotes complete tissue regeneration. In the physical body, it strengthens the heart, pineal gland, pituitary gland, and circulatory system, and increases capillary action. The tubercular and heavy metal miasms are weakened. Toxicity in the fatty tissue is removed. Red corpuscles are invigorated, and neurological tissues are rejuvenated. In the form of an elixir, it stimulates healing properties within individuals by awakening the altruistic nature. This inspires healers to give more freely of themselves. Burnt-out healers also benefit from this elixir. This property develops because Malachite opens the heart chakra, stimulates the circulatory system, and aligns the etheric and emotional bodices. In addition, the third chakra is balanced, self-expression improves, and this is a good elixir to use during fasting. Next up is Meteorite, once again from the book Individual Gem Elixirs by Garudas. Many meteorites are from Maldak. This planet formerly existed within the area known today by thy scientists as the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. That civilization reached a state of technological development more advanced than present Earth conditions and similar to early Atlantis, before that culture moved away from nuclear technology. Many meteorites on the Earth came from Maldak. This is one of the reasons why there is a karmic connection between Maldak and Earth. As an elixir, this particular substance has the capacity to stimulate communication within the gene pool of extraterrestrial advancements made within the genetic structure of mankind. Each individual has points of stellar origins many times within the circumference of past lives. Meteorite helps one attune to past lives from other planets and different constellations. It releases from within the self a sense of greater awareness and unity with extraterrestrial influences. Through this elixir, people can learn to telepathically communicate with individuals and UFOs, and with those who live on other planets in various constellations. As a thought amplifier, Meteorite has the ability to increase awareness and telepathic communication with beings from other spheres of existence. Next up is Shungite. This information is taken from crystallandjewelry.com. Shungite has electric conductivity properties. This is said to be the reason for one of Shungite's most notable uses: shielding and protection from EMF electromagnetic radiation from things like TVs, computers, microwaves, cell phones, and other items. This shielding brings with it many healing energies. Shungite is used by many for purification. This often takes the form of creating an elixir or purifying water for drinking or bathing the skin to bring about healing and energy. Springs near the source of Shungite have been used at least as far back as Tsar Peter the Great for its healing properties. Shungite is an excellent stone for magical and mystical work. It grounds spiritual energy to bring it into the earth plane existence. Shungite is also to bring light into the etheric energy field, allowing positive energy only to reach within that field. This brings not only physical protection, but also psychic protection. It is said to be protection against the evil eye and negative energies. Shungite is said to calm and relax anyone using or near it. This may be due to its protective energies and rejection of negative energy. Shungite is used in crystal healing to heal the immune system, hair growth, skin diseases and deformations, antioxidants, fights free radicals, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, musculoskeletal disorders, liver disease, kidney disease, etc., etc., etc. It is considered by many to be a miracle healing stone. Shungite is related to the root and base chakra. Next up is emerald, once again from the book Individual Gem Elixirs by Garudas. Emerald stimulates a sense of movement and motion, aids the chlorophyll in the blood, is associated with tranquility. Eloquence develops and a troubled mind is calmed. Some feel emerald is valuable in circulatory and neurological disorders. As an elixir, it strengthens the heart, kidneys, liver, and pancreas. Parts of the vertebra associated with the heart and pancreas are enhanced. The heart is strengthened to deal with the extra toxins that flow into the system during cleansing, particularly from the discharge of toxicity in the muscles. This is why there may be a quickening of the pulse. The kidneys remove toxicity from the system and process hidden fears. Healing within the skin is stimulated, and there is some impact on the lymphatic system. Most heart and kidney diseases, as well as the syphilitic and petrochemical miasms, are eased. Androgynous in its properties, emerald balances the heart chakra, which is also the test point. The etheric, astral, and emotional bodies are aligned. This stabilizes the personality, and keener insights into dreams develop. It is also stabilizes the astral body and generally increases psychic and clairvoyant faculties. Emerald balances the heart, especially in relation to the father. The heart and kidney meridians are strengthened. And finally, citrine, once again from the book Individual Gem Elixirs by Garudas. Citrine has long been associated with activating the mental powers, mental discipline, greater control over the emotions, and clearer thought forms develop. Here we find an influence on the heart, kidneys, liver, and muscles. On the cellular level, we find stimulation of general tissue regeneration. There can be complete regeneration in the circulatory system, particularly the red and white corpuscles, with a mild influence on the lymphatic and cell tissues of the fresh brain. This elixir notably removes toxemia from the body, such as with appendicitis, or when there is gangrene. Citrine may also be indicated for intestinal toxemia when the body has turned on itself and become toxic. Citrine stimulates general healing within the body, physical, and mildly eases all the miasms. All forms of background radiation, especially toxic forms, such as radium, are treatable with citrine. Antioxidant nutrients such as vitamin A, C, E, selenium, and zinc are better stimulated. Self-destructive tendencies, particularly of suicidal nature, are alleviated. As a thought amplifier, citrine should be used with meditation to rejuvenate the physical form and eliminate toxic thought forms. There is a rekindling of confidence in the self, the true inner self, through increased contact with the higher self. Increased alignment between the astral, emotional, mental, soul, and spiritual bodies results, and the meridians and nadis are stimulated. The base, heart, and throat chakras are also activated. Citrine can be worn anywhere on the body, but it is most effective when in direct contact with the skin rather than encased with a metal. Thank you for listening. I hope this was very helpful to all of you. I love you all.